Hello,
Hi.
hello. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good morning. This is another fine MyES webinar. We are happy to be here with you. We hope you are well, happy, healthy, taking care of yourselves, eating well. Have you been eating well, Jenna?
Um, yeah, mostly. Mostly I have.
Not
In the morning, I've been eating cookies,
okay.
but which isn't very healthy. But in the afternoon, yeah, we usually have quite a healthy lunch, so that's
Let's
good.
guess what cookies do you eat in the morning?
So earlier this month or last month, I made chocolate chip cookies. Recently, I've made double chocolate cookies, and I've also had cookies with Nutella and hazelnuts. So
Amazing. So you
yeah,
like sweet breakfasts?
I do. Yes.
No, I'm the opposite, and I like savory breakfasts. I like
Mm,
scrambled eggs. I like oatmeal. This morning I had oatmeal for breakfast, oatmeal and a pear. I
mm,
really like fruit in the morning. Yeah.
yeah. No, that's much better. Better to have protein in the morning.
So if it's better, I mean, we have to think about also our spirit, right?
Yeah, of course.
If cookies make us happy, then that's important also to be happy, right? So
Of
lovely.
course.
Okay. Well, why don't we do a quick introduction? If you are joining us, please write us in the comments. We want to know about you. Tell us who you are, where you are, what city are you in? And we want to know also, do you like technology and are you good with technology? But first, let's
Mm.
introduce ourselves.
Yeah. So my name is Jenna. I live in Bologna and teach in Bologna. I've lived here for about almost 4 years now, and I'm originally from the Bahamas.
Fabulous. Which the Bahamas are right. If do you see the same thing I see? If I point here, am I pointing to the
Mhm.
Bahamas on the map?
Yeah, it's kind of hidden, but it's
So it's
yeah around there.
yeah, and I'm Monique. I'm also a teacher at Bologna Mille. So in Bologna, I'm from so not the Bahamas, but not that far. Maybe a 6 hour flight. No,
Hmm.
something like that. Maybe a 6 hour flight. So you would go to. Wait a second. I am from here. If you can all see the map behind us. So I am from Southern California, from Los Angeles. And I love music and yoga and ginger. I have my piece of ginger. Yesterday, I forgot to buy more ginger at the supermarket, so this will have to last for the week, but I think it will.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. This
Yeah.
is a
But
problem. When I buy ginger, I'll use a little bit of it and then I won't need it for a long time.
but it
So,
lasts, right? It really, I mean, it keeps quite well.
yeah, it
I
does.
usually keep it in the refrigerator as well, so. So
Hmm.
if you are joining us, please, we would like this to be interactive. Let us know about you. Do you like technology? Do we have a
Hmm.
choice? Do you like technology and are you good with technology? So Jenna, do you like technology?
I do. I'm not a big techie, but we need it. So, am I good with technology? Not particularly. Would I like to get better with it? Yes, of course.
I'm going to put a note here. I'm not a big techie. So a techie is a person. So I'm not a big techie. I mean, someone very good at technology that really likes it, right? Not only
Mhm.
are you good at it, but you like it. So I'm also not a big techie. Let's see here. We have Annalisa. Hello, I'm Annalisa from near Milan. Yes, I do like technology, and I'm some good to use that. And I'm good at.
Mhm.
Generally, we'll say I'm good at. So, what are you good at? Anna, what are you good at?
I'm good at dance. I think, and Yeah, I'm good at French.
Oh, very nice. Do you speak French?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So I'm good at. So maybe Annalisa, tell us, what are you good at? So you're good at technology. I'm not good at anything. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that can't be true. You're a
I'm good.
good actress. You're a very good actress.
I'm actually a terrible actress. I'm bad at acting, but I thank you
Not
very
at all. Not at all.
Thank you. You're the first person in the world to ever say that.
Definitely not.
Okay, let's see. Ricardo says, I do. Do you like technology? I do. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can use technology to show and hide. Da, 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 da. I like technology that helps. Remember, Ricardo, third person. That
Yeah.
helps people to grow up on knowledge. So to grow up is when you're little, you grow up. That phrasal verb means to grow up. So maybe to learn. Technology that helps people learn. Fabulous.
Yeah, learn new things or
What about Kat?
gain knowledge, you could say. Katta says, hello, I'm from Milan. I'm not a techie.
Yeah, not a techie. I'm less good at speaking English.
Aw.
Less good than what? Because usually you would compare. When we use the word less, it's comparative. So
Yeah.
I'm less good at, well, how would we say less good? Let's just correct that 1 second. Less good, we would say comparative worse. So I could say I'm worse at speaking French than at speaking Spanish, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So less good is worse. So I'm worse at speaking French than at speaking Spanish. What about you? Are you better at speaking French or Spanish?
That's difficult to say because it's been a long time since I last spoke French. I haven't really practiced much since graduating university. So I'm probably better at Spanish now.
Do you use Spanish right now?
No, I haven't. The last time I lived in a Spanish-speaking country was about a year ago. So I've been using more Italian, as you can assume, in the past year.
Yeah.
But I remember a lot. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. All right, lovely. So let's take a look at our focus for the day. And remember, everyone, please feel free to write if you have questions, comments. We want to hear from you. We like this to be interactive. So lovely. And we have Elisa here.
Elisa says, hello, I'm from Geneva. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny today. Yes, even here, it's really nice outside.
Yeah, it's sunny. It's nice. Yeah. It's springtime, everyone. It's springtime. I can't believe it. Go ahead.
Says, hello, I'm from Perugia, a town in the center of Italy. I like technology. Okay, perfect. I'm a graphic designer. So I usually work with computers.
Yeah. Remember the article. I'm a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer.
So before we say what our profession is, we use a or an. For example, I'm a teacher. He's an accountant.
Yeah. Great. All right. Fantastic, everyone. Welcome. It is very nice to have you here today. So, achievements. What are achievements? What are achievements? The verb is to achieve. Can you think of achievements? Can you tell us what achievements are? To achieve. You want to achieve the best in life, to achieve. Can we think of examples of achievements? I can think of one.
Yeah, tell me one.
So a good example of an achievement this month is me, Monique, making her first quiche. This was a big achievement.
And how did it turn out?
It turned out okay.
Yeah, okay. That's still an achievement.
Now I have a goal to improve my quiche making. Can you think of another achievement?
Winning a prize.
Winning a prize. Realize, realize is different in English than in Italian. It's a false friend. Realize is to become aware of.
Aware of something.
So for
Yeah.
example, maybe I'm talking to, and Jenna goes, you realize your hat is on sideways, right? I'm like, oh, no. Or to realize, I realized that it's Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday, right? So to realize, to become aware of. So that's the definition for to achieve.
Yeah.
Define, achieve.
Yeah, it's not an easy word to define, honestly, to reach a goal.
Something like that. An achievement is when you reach a goal. Yeah, there, Elisa. Yeah, so achievement is you reach a goal. So maybe you achieve a fast time in a race, in a marathon. That's an achievement. Or you learn how to use Zoom.
That is an achievement too.
Or let's see, we see Sarah's a graphic designer. Maybe you learn a new way, a new style of designing. That's an achievement, right? Okay, so let's check out our objectives. Jenna.
Yeah, so in this focus activity, when versus while, the simple past versus the past continuous, linking words, and writing your own story.
Exactly. And we see someone with very, very large hands. Do you remember the Foo Fighters video with where Dave Grohl's hand gets really, really big? Can't remember what song it was, but this image always makes me think of Foo Fighters. Yeah. Okay, good. So we are starting with a story here about a film. Have you seen the film Avatar?
I haven't. No, have you?
I have seen it, yeah, with all these blue people in it. It's an interesting film, I would say.
Yeah.
So we'll read this to you. We want you to look out for the use of when, the use of while, and follow along, right? And we'll talk about it together in a minute. So go for it, Jenna.
Avatar. In 1994, James Cameron was reading a science fiction book when he had an idea for a new film, Avatar.
Yes. He finished the scripts for Avatar in 1995 while he was producing Titanic.
Although he wanted Avatar to come out in 1999, Cameron decided that technology was not advanced enough to film it.
Right. So he waited 6 years.
He started working seriously on the project in 2005. However, it wasn't before 2009 that the film came out.
In conclusion, it took James Cameron more than 10 years to produce the film, excuse me, but it made nearly $400 million. I will write down what this is. 400,000. So let's just get a number here first. This is how much money the film made. 400 million. That's crazy, everyone.
Yeah, it's incredible, yeah.
$400 million. So let's look here at the story. So is there any new vocabulary? I was thinking maybe scripts would be a new vocabulary for some people. So scripts is what you read when you are doing theater or when you have a film. A script says what the characters say. So Jenna looks right and says, oh my gosh, I've got it. That is a script. Any other vocabulary? Jenna, can you see any other possible vocabulary?
That the film, oh no, wait, hold on. I think the rest should be pretty easy to understand.
Elisa says it's much expansive. Interesting.
It's very expensive.
Also, maybe it's an expansive idea. Okay, or it's expensive. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of money. So basically, James Cameron had an idea, and because the technology wasn't ready, he waited. So he had a great idea and waited all that time. So we want to look in here now and see. The first says James Cameron was reading.
Mm-hmm.
So what tense is this? Was reading. Can you tell us what tense this is? He was reading. Jenna, would you like to reveal it?
Okay, so was reading is the past continuous. With the past continuous, you've got was or were plus the verb plus ing.
Yeah. So yesterday I was reading a book, for example. Good. Excellent. Great, Christina. Yes. Past continuous. Now, then we see when he had. Okay, and he had. What tense is this? He had.
What tense is it, everybody?
Good. Okay, everyone got.
Past continuous for was reading. Good. Had is.
Had. Shall we reveal it? Let me get my drumsticks.
Sure.
Voila.
Past simple.
Exactly. Okay, great. Good. Chiara.
Chiara said it. Christina said it. Yeah.
So one thing that's important to note is with when and while we use one of these, not two in the same sentence, just one. So the first example has when, followed by the past simple. If we look at the next one, we see he finished and then he was producing, right? So while used with the past continuous, right?
Yeah.
So Jenna, can you read?
Yeah, so when introduces in an interruption, something that happens in the middle of another action.
Exactly. So Elisa correctly wrote when introduces the past simple. So
good. Yeah.
James Cameron was reading when ding, there was an interruption in his reading. Ding, light bulb moments. And while
describes two actions that happen at the same time. Yeah. Yes. Or it describes a long action that started first.
Exactly. So we want to look at some examples together and have you let us know these sentences. We want you to interact and tell us, I was cooking when, I was eating breakfast when, I was putting my socks on when. Jenna, can you read 4, 5, and 6?
Yeah. While I was studying, while I was taking a shower, while I was sleeping. Okay, so you're going to complete these sentences, but remember, if you have while in the sentence, you don't have when as well. When you've got when in the sentence, it's the same thing, okay?
Right.
So use your imagination.
Exactly. So can you think of one for any of these?
Yeah, let's see. Number 1, I was cooking when I accidentally hit the pan and the pasta flew into my face.
Very good example. I hope this is not a true story.
No, it's not.
Okay. So exactly. So Jenna introduced an interruption, right? Something interrupted. For me, usually the answer for all of these is my mom called. So I was cooking when my mom called. What did I do? She interrupted me. I picked up the phone. I said, "Hey, Mom, how are you?" However, when I speak to my aunt lives in Israel and she really likes to talk. And she has a lot to talk about. She lives alone. She likes to talk. So she's very sweet. But usually I call my aunt with headphones on. And often I cook while I'm cooking and speaking to my aunt at the same time. Because then I can continue cooking. Sometimes we spend an hour on the phone together.
Oh,
right? So it's nice to cook, and I often ask her advice when I'm cooking. Let's see here. Chiara
says, I was cooking when I forgot to buy sugar for a cake. Okay, good. Chiara, almost. Yeah, we would say I was cooking when I realized I forgot to buy sugar for a cake, because you realize in that moment. Yeah. Okay, so that's almost.
So this is a good example of the usage of the verb to realize. I was cooking when I realized, no, I forgot to buy sugar for the cake. Chiara, you can also make the cake without sugar. You can use
Not
coconut.
as good though. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
It's not as good, but what can you use at home to substitute sugar? That's difficult. That is really difficult. She says,
Honey.
honey. Chiara, maybe you can use honey for your cake. Yeah, otherwise that is Chiara, that is a very difficult situation. I hope it's not a true story. Oh, I like Chiara's face is the cute little dog. That's funny. Oh, she says someone else says honey. Yeah, Christina says honey. Last night I made roasted nuts, like so almonds, walnuts. Nice, yeah. So let's hear some more examples. That was great, Chiara. Great. So
Yeah.
any of them, you choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's your choice. Let's see. I was eating breakfast when it's so funny because my mom called. It's
Always your mom calling. Yeah, it's the easiest.
she always calls at the moment too, where I'm about to do something.
Probably.
I'm about to start a webinar and she'll call. What about Ricardo's example?
Ricardo says, for number 1, I was cooking when my dog ate the fruit. Oh dear.
Wow, interesting. I hope your dog is okay. Lucas says, I was eating when the doorbell rang. Yes. Excellent example. I was teaching a webinar when the doorbell rang.
Yeah. And good, you've got the correct past simple verb. It's a regular. Ring in the present, rang in the past. Good.
Yeah, well done. I was eating when the doorbell rang. What about the third one?
I was putting on my socks when I discovered there was a hole in it, a big hole.
I have holes in some of my socks. Do you?
Yeah. Not many.
No.
Sorry?
You can say no.
No. I'm just thinking about it. I do, but it's not a very big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And Lisa's saying, I was eating breakfast. So remember that, Elisa, I was eating breakfast. Remember, we use the continuous forms when there's an activity, right? So I was eating. We have a continuous action. Yeah. I was eating. When we use when, we use the past simple and there's an interruption. So where is the interruption in this sentence? I was eating breakfast when my dog slept. No, you could say I was eating breakfast while my dog was sleeping. But there's not anything that's interrupting you.
Yeah, nothing that's stopping you, nothing that's...
So this sentence doesn't work. Elisa, can you find a way to make it so that either there's an interruption in the past simple? Think about it literally. I have a spoon right here. Let's say this is my breakfast, right? So I was eating breakfast when, what happened? My dog is there sleeping. I'm like, okay, eating breakfast. Hi, dog. There's no interruption. So Elisa, try to fix that so that it makes sense, okay? In the meantime, some other examples. Maybe while I was taking a shower, this is a true story. This morning, while I was taking a shower, my alarm clock rang. While I was taking a shower, my alarm clock
rang.
So I have my alarm on my phone, right? I use my phone as an alarm clock. And I was taking a shower and it interrupted my shower. So I went out of the shower, went to my phone, pushed the alarm to stop, and then went back in the shower. So Christina asks, did the action interrupt me, to use past continuous? The action that the action is the past continuous. The interruption is the past simple because everyone remember the past simple is something finished and something finished like this. The past.
Mhm.
So the action is the past continuous. So these examples here are all having the past continuous first. The action is the past continuous. The interruption is the past simple.
Yeah, it's usually a shorter, much shorter, more instant action
Yeah.
introduced by the past simple.
Yeah. I hope that's clear. Christina, can you read Ricardo's?
Yeah, while I was studying, my mother cooked a cake.
We would say baked a cake. Baked
Mm.
a cake. While I was studying, my mother baked a cake. Okay, we could do that. There's somewhat of an interruption, right?
Mhm.
Is there an interruption though? While I was studying, my mother baked a cake.
While I was studying, my mother was baking a cake. You need another past continuous.
It's a similar example to Elisa's, right? We want to have interruptions, right? So if you look at my example here, while I was taking a shower, so I'm in the shower, washing my body, very happy, hot water. It's a beautiful day. I love taking hot showers. And then, oh no, there's an interruption and the alarm clock rings. And I go,
Yeah.
okay. So give us some more examples, right? Jenna, can you think of another example?
Yeah. While I was sleeping, I heard a noise downstairs. Hopefully, that would never happen to anybody.
While I was sleeping, I heard a noise downstairs. Okay, excellent. Example.
Mhm.
While
While I was studying, my brother walked into the room.
yeah, another good example.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I stopped
Ricardo says,
studying.
what's that?
So I stopped studying. Just
So Ricardo says, while I was sleeping, a big earthquake shook all the people. That's the idea. A big earthquake shook the people. Okay, yeah. Sarah, can you read Sarah's?
Yeah, I was eating breakfast when my son started. Yeah, past simple after when my son started to cry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, this is a good example, Sarah. Yeah. I was eating breakfast when, past simple, my son started to cry. Good example. You're like eating breakfast, and then, no, my son started to cry.
Yeah.
Luca says, while I was sleeping, my dog barked. Good. Past tense of bark, my dog barked.
Bark. Mhm.
Bark. Yeah. While I was sleeping, my dog barked. Good example. Okay, great, everyone. So let's go back into our focus now and continue. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to write. So we see when introduces an interruption, past simple, while describes two actions that happen at the same time, past continuous. If you have any questions, feel free to write at any time. When and while. Jenna, can you
Chiara wrote another thing just
Oh,
now.
great.
While I was studying, my brother sang or started to sing, you could say.
Yeah,
Yeah, started to sing.
yeah. So here we see something saying, I was brushing my teeth when the phone rang, right? This is another example. Good saying, exactly. This is another example of I was brushing my teeth when ding, the phone rang. So remember that the past simple is the interruption, okay? The past simple. So the phone rang and interrupted. Okay, lovely. So let's take a look at some linking words. If you have any questions or if you want to try other examples, please do. Totally cool. We are here for you and we are here together. So let's see linking words. So what are linking words?
Okay, how do we use the linking words in red?
Yeah, so these linking words are words that connect to different things, right? Bum, bum. So we've already seen when and while that are linking words, right? Okay, so what we want to do is we'll read through again.
Mhm.
So this is the same text as before. So have a look as we're reading at the
Mhm.
usage of was reading, when he had. Look at how the past continuous and the past simple are used in the same sentence with the
Mhm.
word of when and while. Okay. So let's see here. How about I'll start? We'll switch it this
Sure.
time.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So in 1994, James Cameron was reading a science fiction book when he had an idea for a new film, Avatar.
He finished the scripts for Avatar in 1995 while he was producing Titanic.
Although he wanted Avatar to come out in 1999, Cameron decided that the technology was not advanced enough to film it.
So he waited 6 years.
He started working seriously on the project in 2005. However, it wasn't before 2009 that the film came out.
In conclusion, it took James Cameron more than 10 years to produce the film, but it nearly made $400 million.
Yeah, let's remember that amount, $400 million. Okay, so this was a very, very successful film. So these linking words are often times where we take a pause, where we use inflection, right? We use inflection a lot in English. So, although, so, however. So try saying these words at home, right? Although, so, however. So these are words that are very common. However, and so, right? Okay. So lovely. Let us see if there's any questions. Feel free to ask us about this text. Okay. Jenna, can you read this again up on the right?
Yeah, so remember, when introduces an interruption, and while describes two actions that happen at the same time.
Yeah.
So let's look at the, okay. Now you're going to look for a word that shows contrast or contradiction. It's similar to but.
So think about how you use but. But, din, 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 din. I wanted to drink mate, but I didn't have any mate. Do you like mate?
I don't think I've ever had it before, honestly.
Incredible. Mate is an herb. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, but I've never had it.
It's so good. I really recommend it. Very, very popular in Argentina. My friends from Argentina came last December, and they brought the first thing they brought out was their mate. They brought the herb and the container from Argentina. It's really, really good. So can you all tell us one linking word that shows contrast or contradiction?
Yeah. So it's one of the words in red. Is it although, so, however, or in conclusion? That is a synonym of but.
Exactly. In the meantime, flying bananas. I think I'll have a banana in my break in a little bit. I'm not going to make banana pancakes. So let's reveal it for them. We won't. Okay, we'll tell you also what other words you need, which is introduce an effect, introduces a summary or conclusion. And is there one more? Oh, geez. Okay. So can you tell us what of these linking words shows contrast or contradiction? Any ideas? So we have although, so, however, and in conclusion, and we want you to tell us which shows contrast or contradiction. Maybe we can use them in examples, right? What was it? Chiara wanted to make cake. However, she didn't have any sugar.
Good.
Very beautiful. Can you make another example with them?
Although Chiara didn't have any sugar, she wanted to make a cake.
Exactly. So perhaps let's reveal the first two for them. So shows contrast or contradiction, similar to but, would be although and however. Okay. What about introduces an effect? Introduces an effect.
Okay, guys, so we're waiting for your answers. Tell us.
If it's confusing, you can tell us also. If you have any questions, you can tell us. If you want to say how you are, if you want to share something with us, if you want to talk about this.
Ginger.
Ginger, the beauty of ginger. All right, maybe people are just listening and not writing, so we shall show you. Introduces an effect is so. Yeah, good. Exactly, Sada. Good. Exactly,
Good.
Kat. Yeah. So is used also if you're talking with your friend and she's telling you a story and is not getting to the point. The story goes very, very, very long, and you're saying, okay, and so. Okay, excellent. And the last one here says introduces a summary or conclusion. So which one would that be? Introduces a summary or a conclusion. So this would be after telling the story, after sharing your story. Maybe your friend says, okay, yeah, and so, and then you could use this to say, da, 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 da.
Chiara has it. Good. In conclusion.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, good. In conclusion, so we see the story of Mozart, right? Fabulous classical composer. And it says linking words help give structure and connect your ideas. So fill in the gaps with the correct connectives. Can you read the connectives?
Yeah, we've got while, when, as a result, although, to sum up, and so. So remember, to sum up is the same as in conclusion. And as a result is similar to so.
Yeah, so to sum up, it's like in conclusion. To sum up. What a sum is used in mathematics. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So the sum of 2 plus 2 is 4. So sum is, this is the meaning of the verb to sum. So 2 plus 2 is 4. The sum of 2 plus 2 is 4. If any of you use Excel, for example, you use sum a lot in the formulas, right? Okay, so let's number these from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6. So we want you to tell us which go where. So number 1. He was 3 years old. Mozart composed his first music. He was very young. Wow, 3 years old. 3 years old. Okay, number 2.
He was very talented. His father took him on a tour of Europe.
Yes. So number 3. He was just a boy. Mozart traveled all over Europe.
He was traveling, he met lots of people, and he played in front of kings and queens.
Yes. So now we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He never had any children. He never had any childhood friends, but spent a lot of time composing very beautiful music. So to compose is to write music.
Mozart was very lonely, but he was a very successful composer. So he did really well in life as a composer.
3 years old is very, very young to start composing music.
To do anything.
What? To do anything.
Successfully.
Good. So Sara, Chiara. Okay. When he was 3 years old. Exactly right. We see the past simple. He was, so we know it's when. Fabulous. Good. Number 2 then. Do you like Mozart?
I do, yeah.
Do you remember the magic flute?
Sorry?
Do you remember the magic flute?
Oh, no.
Magic flute. So let us know for the second one. Mozart's The Magic Flute. Yeah. I think it was an opera. Yeah. Let's see here. As we're getting it, we can have some background sounds here. So let us know number 2. Okay, very good. Yeah. Alrighty, we see. So, yes. And in reading this, we would generally say, so it would be, when he was 3 years old, Mozart composed his first music. He was very talented. So his father took him on a tour of Europe. Great job. Wow, Fabio, welcome. Fabio is suggesting them all. Let's see. So number 3. Does everyone agree? Number 3. Fabio is suggesting while. Any other ideas for number 3?
Wow. Mozart traveled all over Europe.
So we want, is there any other suggestions for number 3? In the meantime, let's hear a little Mozart. As a result. Okay, Chiara says as a result.
No.
No. What could number 3 be? So Fabio suggests while. Chiara as a result. Let's see here. So that's suggesting although. So if we can see that, if we go back here, right, we saw that although is similar to but. Although.
But here, yeah, the meaning is if something is surprising, we can use although.
Yeah, so it's although. Although is similar to even though, right? Okay, good. Christina got it. Yeah, although spelling, even though. So good. Yeah. Although he was just a boy. So we wouldn't say while, because remember that, Fabio, remember while goes with the past continuous, right? While he was composing music, while I was talking on the phone, right? Okay, good. So although. Fantastic. What about the next one? He was traveling. He met lots of people and he played in front of kings and queens. Mozart, I believe, was born in Austria, wasn't he? I like Mozart. I think he was a good composer. I don't love Mozart, though. I prefer Chopin, Rachmaninoff, maybe Brahms. Do you like classical music?
I honestly, I don't listen to it much.
Yeah. I don't listen to it much either, but sometimes I do. There's certain moments. Actually, when I do this focus, usually I listen to some Mozart after.
Oh, okay.
Or I love Rachmaninoff too, Russian romanticism, right? Like from the late 1800s. So we want you to tell us number 4 here. So we see, although he was just a boy, Mozart traveled all over Europe, right? Good. So Sarah got it. Yeah.
While he was traveling. Good.
Because it's the past continuous. So remember what we saw before, when with the past simple, while, past continuous. Okay, awesome. While he was traveling, he met lots of people. And he played in front of kings and queens. Good. So now we have 2 left. So let us know what these remaining 2 are.
So we've got, he never had any childhood friends, but spent a lot of time composing very beautiful music.
Last one, comma. Right? This is.
Yes, so remember to sum up means in conclusion, and as a result is like so.
Yeah. And this is a comma. So we could say, comma. He never had any childhood friends, comma, but he spent a lot of time composing very beautiful music. Okay. So Chiara is interesting. As a result. Yeah. So like we said before, as a result is similar to in conclusion, right? Let's see here now. As a result. So as a result of that, he never had any childhood friends. And the last one, 3, 2, 1, to sum up. Mozart was very lonely. Excellent. So we have 5 more minutes. Let's take a look here. And we want you to tell us. Great job. Now we want to know about your achievements. Tell us about you and your achievements, right? Tell us, it could be about an important exam that you passed. Jenna?
A competition that you won.
A long and difficult task that you completed.
A problem at work that you fixed.
Or any other special achievement. So we don't have much time, but we want to use this time for you to tell us about your achievements. Also remember, as you're thinking and writing, that there is a MyES SOS Facebook group that you can always go onto as well to practice more, to learn more, to study more, and to share more. But in the meantime, tell us, what about you and what about your achievements? Jenna, can you think of an achievement?
Let's see, an important exam that I passed. Okay, so when I was in secondary school, I knew that I wanted to study French at university. And so I did, while I was studying in high school, I made sure that I was particularly focusing on my French studies. And eventually I took the exam and I obtained a good grade. So I was accepted into university. And as a result, I now have a degree in languages.
That's awesome. Very cool. So let us know your achievements here, right? We don't have much time, but we want to read about you and your achievements. And I can think of an achievement, which was, I love capoeira, right? The Brazilian martial art dance. And a big achievement for me was getting my first cord, right? I got a green belt, you could say, which in capoeira Angola, which is the more traditional type of capoeira, the first cord, the first belt that you get is green. So there's an event called batizado, which is like kind of your baptizing, right? And I lived in Rome at the time, and I was going to capoeira 4 times a week. So it was really intense. This was a long time ago. But for me, there was a weekend that was the batizado weekend. So that was a very big achievement for me, was actually receiving this green belt in capoeira. It was quite exciting. So what about you all out there? Can you share achievements of yours, right? Life achievements. I got the green belt, and then a couple years later, I also got the green and yellow belt.
Okay.
Next step. But honestly, I don't even have my belts anymore. I don't think I have them. No, I don't often do capoeira, even though I love it. But what about you all? Can you think of any achievements? Remember what are achievements?
Yeah, maybe let's put up the vocabulary on the screen. I think you've just got to click twice.
Great, good idea. Yeah, remember to use these connectives, right? So we see when, while, as a result, to sum up, so, in conclusion, however. And remember, you can use the simple past, the past continuous. Also, we only have 1 minute left, but if you don't manage to write it in time here, remember this MyES Facebook group. You can also go on the MyES SOS and write in your comments there too, or share your sentences. There's always someone there who can read, who can correct, right? So we would love to hear from you. Let's see, can we think of one more maybe of an achievement, Jenna? I can think of an achievement. With 2 friends that are anthropologists, we did a documentary, which is a big achievement.
Yeah, it is.
We spent 6 weeks driving from Los Angeles down to Costa Rica to San Jose, doing interviews with local populations, especially indigenous populations. And that was a huge achievement. And it took a very long time. It took 3 years. So
many years?
Yeah, about 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right, everyone. Well, we're up for time now, but we want to thank you. We hope that this has been useful and helpful for you. Keep positive. Again, if you have your examples and want to share them, remember you can go on the MyES Facebook group called MyES SOS. Okay? So thank you very much. Thank you, Jenna. This has been lovely. And we wish you a very nice rest of your day.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Cheers. Bye.